It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys, on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, McRoberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. Jennings out there with Dwayne Wayne. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Bosch, no good with the layup. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. 14 feet away. Bank shot, no good. And it's Miami's ball. It's a three-point game. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Jennings following the basket by Freak. Got that bucket in no time at all. Bosch has got 5.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And it's Freak missing. He'd have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Wade dishes to Jennings. Winslow kicks to Wade. And the Heat, another 3.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
The 3, and that's good for 3 points. A shot from Freak. Freak's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York. Winslow kicks to Wade. And it's Miami with another. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fades away. The rebound by McRoberts.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Porzingis. Freak with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Winslow. They trail by 1. Jennings kicks to Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. No luck. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 13 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Knicks leading by 3. This one for 3, and the shot is good. 16 points for him.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Harry Sanders is checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Austin with that jam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, a short time ago, Keith Smart and I were able to catch up. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Bosch, no one around him, no good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Freak, and again, New York with the triple.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Knicks.
Kevin, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, their production at the line has been spectacular. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Well done by these guys of late.
Hill, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. Then for the Heat, Hardaway comes in for Josh McRoberts, and Goodwin subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Outside Hardaway. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hardaway has got his first points in this one.
Shaped and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Williams passes to Sanders. Here's Freak. It's good from long range. Freak's got 28.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And Williams with the clear path to the hoop.
It's been said often that good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off turnovers.
And guys, one thing to force turnovers, but also important that you make the teams pay when you're able to create those. Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does.
Sure.
But inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Winslow. Josh McRoberts out there with Dang. Then there's Jennings. And it's Wade in at the two-guard. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. Second in opponent field goal percentage. Fifth in opponent points per game. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And they've been outstanding defensively, as you can see from that ranking in opponent field goal percentage. They get after it and make everything a challenge.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And McRoberts kicks to Jennings. Passes to Wade. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Shape up. Shape up.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Brandon Jennings. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet. Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
And stolen by Freak. It's tipped. One-on-one fast break to halt the run, and the dunk by Winslow.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And a fast break now for New York.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful chance.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
McRoberts misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And that one's good by Henderson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
No good from Wade.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up on the floor. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Goes up to the stripe, and again, it's New York.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. And, fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Pass to Porzingis. It's Freak, top of the key. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 48.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Jennings dishes to Wade. And stolen by Freak. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performance.